We got a pandemic in progress. We got a big election coming up. What to do with your 401k and your investments? I have no idea. That's why we got Dennis on the line. He's from Fagan Associates. How are you today, Dennis?
Good morning, Randy. How are you today?
I am doing very well. Last week we got a chance to talk a little bit about, ways to access money during uncertain times, getting the value out of your home or borrowing from your 401k. If you missed that, we have that info at 995theriver.com on the morning show blog. You can listen to what we talked about last time. But today, Dennis, we thought maybe it would be a good idea to talk about, is this, with retirement accounts in these uncertain times, do we stop contributing? Do we put in more? We got the crazy election coming up. Should we change our portfolios? Where do we start?
Well, I think, first of all, you have to realize that investing is like a relationship, a good relationship. Over the long haul, it's a positive event in your life. It produces positive results if history's any guide whatsoever. But from time to time, you have pullbacks. You have little disputes with the market, and sometimes big disputes. And investors are thinking of the election as perhaps a big dispute. I might add, though, if history's any guide whatsoever as far as that goes, the election's not that big of a deal for the market. So I don't know if we're being all wound up to think that it is. However, the biggest mistake an investor can make is to assume that the market is going to go up or down precipitously and make changes to their portfolio to take advantage of that. I think if you're a long-term investor, the vast majority of your money should be in the stock market, and you should ignore really the day-to-day noise of the markets.
So we can just take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, and I think everybody's looking for the magic bullet. We have gurus, so to speak, on the air talking about, okay, you want to do this, you want to do that. However, I think the best bet, and we've been in business over 30 years, is just sit back, focus on your goal, focus on your objective, and recognize that even if the market pulls back, it's irrelevant given the fact that you're not going to retire for 5, 10, or 15 years. And I think where people make that mistake is if they're a Republican, they're thinking if the market's going to go down, if Joe Biden gets in it. If they're a Democrat, they're thinking it's going to go down if President Trump gets reelected. And in reality, it is irrelevant to your longer-term objectives. To a great extent, history shows that the market does well under both parties. But so that's what I think you want to focus on.
And if you invest over time, all the ups and downs kind of even themselves out then, correct?
They do. We have investors that come in over all different periods, right before the financial crisis in '08, and they've done so well, but initially they didn't do well. Right before Iraq invaded Kuwait in the early 90s, right before the tech bubble. And you might go down initially, but you're also buying along that lower curve if you're dollar cost averaging into the market, especially with a retirement account like a 401k or a 403b, a deferred comp. If you're investing every week or every 2 weeks, depending upon how you're paid, and the market goes down, you're getting in at lower prices. And we always talk about buying low and selling high, and yet it's very difficult to do when the market goes down to really stick to your game plan because everyone's telling you, hey, get out. The sky is falling.
Well, that's good advice. Okay, so stay the course, keep putting money in there, everything's going to be okay.
and make sure you don't become more conservative when the market goes down. You want to become more aggressive when the market goes down, assuming that fits into your asset allocation plan.
Sounds good. I also just got a newsletter from you guys because I signed up on your website, which was really nice to, get some insight too. Where can people go to sign up for that and get some more information about Fagan Associates, Dennis?
That'd be great. We put a weekly snapshot out. It goes out Sunday morning. Aaron Ryan does it for us, and go to FaganAsset.com.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate your help. Thank you for calming my nerves a little bit, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right. Stay warm.